What's up, everybody? Unrested back again, and I'm glad for that great response I got with that video I made with Mexican Samurai 100. He said about 24 hours after we put that video up, he got 300 extra subs, and that is awesome. I really appreciate any of you who signed up for his channel, because I would say I'm a pretty good source of information here in Japan. Not trying to toot my own horn, but I would say that guy is one of the best J-vloggers I've seen out here. Because of his stories, because of his insight on Japan, because of the temperance that he has with how he controls his personality, how he's assimilated to Japan but kept his individuality. He is probably the quintessence of how you want to direct your life if you want to live a nice, simple, and rewarding life here in Japan. And he's really got it going, I think, as far as the pinnacle of how you can succeed here. Anyway, enough of praising. Let's get into today's topic. The topic we have today, and this is a question that I get asked on YouTube, and I also get asked by friends and family, and even people who know me on Facebook and stuff like that. Scott, when are you coming back to America? And to that I answer, most likely, never. I really, at this point, never see myself ever moving back to America. And there's a lot of reasons for that. And none of those reasons include any kind of dislike for my own country. I am still extremely proud that I'm American. I'm extremely proud of my country. And I've come to even understand what's really bad by being able to see it from another country's point of view, but also I think it really has helped me see what's really good about America too, living overseas and watching my own country from overseas. And the other thing that I think everybody should keep in mind when judging any country is that no country is perfect. Japan has its dark side. America has its dark side. There is a lot of crap out there on both sides, and every other country for that matter. If any country was 100% perfect, we would all try to have whatever government that country had. But there is no perfect country. There's countries that have great stuff, and there's countries that are not so great. But I would say Japan and America are pretty equal when it comes to how much I enjoy them. Why am I going to stay in Japan probably forever? That is more so due to opportunity. I have a lot more opportunities here. And I don't blame America for that at all. If anything, I blame possibly myself for the degree I chose in college, which was art. It doesn't really open a lot of doors. Any of you art majors, I'm sure you can weep with me on that one. But let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's split it up and talk a little bit about what makes a gaijin stay here. And what makes a gaijin go home, right? First, let's start with a topic that I've brought up before, and that is the topic of people who get to 3 months and 4 months here and the honeymoon period is over. And those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the honeymoon period is the first 3 months that you're here. A lot of people talk about it as though it's a honeymoon with Japan. You're in love with everything. Everything is brand new, everything is wonderful, everything is great. You're learning a new language, so many exciting new words, new people, new buildings. Every little sign you see and every kanji you read is so exciting, brand new, and opens your eyes to a whole new world. And then you get to 4 months and you realize, oh my God, I'm gonna live here forever and I can't understand a damn thing. Well, that is when the honeymoon period ends, and some people say you really hit a wall. I myself did feel kind of depressed at that point. I really did kind of hit a black spot in my life in Japan. And it's kind of because you're stuck at this fork in the road, this section of being on the fence. You're planted in a new environment, you're settled down, yet at the same time, you're not 100% integrated. You're not able to communicate 100%. And you're not able to, more specifically, fulfill every need that you would have 100% and maybe to your satisfaction because of this barrier. For some people, it might be small things like gosh, I can't ever find a book in English to read. Well, easily conquered once you've gotten a Kindle and got it over here, or gotten some ebooks. Over time, you start to learn how to get over these barriers and find the things you need. Another big thing some people talked about, and I know this might seem small, but food. A lot of people really get upset about food that they miss. And for those people, it's more about trying to find those stores that sell foreign foods that are going to be more expensive because it's foreign and it's an import, but it can quench your thirst for those foods you miss. And for some people, it gets into bigger things in life, such as what career path am I going to follow? Maybe teaching isn't the path for me, and maybe the path that I do choose in life is unable to be accomplished in Japan. And that gets into jobs and everything. And as I've said many times before, and I really don't want to have to answer this question anymore, you probably are not going to do anything else but teach unless you are 100% fluent reading, writing, speaking in Japanese if you want to get into another career. It's just not going to happen. Even if you have a visa, and a degree in whatever it is that you want to get a job in. You could be the most awesome IT guy ever from America, but if you don't speak Japanese, you're not going to get an IT job here, okay? Just sorry, there's no way to do it. Maybe you could get, some kind of gig with the government, but that would be so tiny and so minuscule that you would have to do all the research in the world to find that, and I cannot help you with that. So please do not write me anything about that. So, if teaching is not the career for you, that's okay. I don't take any offense to people who would move back to pursue a different career. In fact, I would be quite proud of anyone who takes the initiative to do that. And even here in Japan, once you've lived here for a while and you have gotten the language, and maybe even you do get married or you get on a different visa that isn't connected to your job that allows you to change what you do, go for it. That's awesome. But don't always expect that 100% you'll be able to pursue whatever that is. For example, I love art. I wish I could do art all day. I wish I could make my job art. And some people say, hey Scott, you should just go out there and do it. Well, there's a small thing about marketing myself in Japanese, okay? I can speak it, but I have no other way of even writing a resume in Japanese because I suck at writing Japanese, okay? It's just a fact, okay? It's something I gotta live with. And it's something I've got to improve over time if I wish to condition myself better to living here. And that's something I'm fully aware of. And I do not blame anyone but myself for not being able to read and write perfect Japanese. Really, should I be blaming anybody else? We're in Japan, it's their country, it's their language. If you're in America, people all expect you to read, write, and speak English. There shouldn't be any difference here. So, some people can't get past that, and that's okay. No one exactly signed up for that when they came here. Maybe they signed up to come over and try and check out another country and see what a life in another career in another country's like. They do that for a year, maybe a little bit more, and they realize, this is not the thing for me. That happens. Nobody can blame them for that. So, the big thing is getting past that 4 months. Some people get past it, and then the next big set I see is 3 years. That's because a lot of people come over here after college. A lot of people are excited about visiting another country after college, and I implore everyone to do that. I implore everyone to, doesn't have to be Japan, any country. Go explore and see as much as you can of the world and get to see not only what the rest of the world is like, but what other people think of your country in that part of the world. Get new eyes on everything. Get new opinions. Get people who were brought up in different environments and have totally different takes on how you were brought up. Because it will enlighten you and open your eyes to a whole new level of thinking that you just didn't even imagine before. So some people do that, and they go right from college to Japan, and that's cool. That is an awesome thing to do because pretty much you're following the idea I already had. Now, when people get here, some people make it to 3 years. They hit about 25, 26, sometimes 27. They realize they're getting close to 30, and they don't want to see themselves still here past 30 because maybe they want to start a family in America. Understandable. Maybe they want to start a career in America. Understandable. Maybe the career they want is not here. This is just something I have come to learn and understand living here as a gaijin and seeing many friends move back home. I don't have any ill will to anybody who moves back. There are some people who are lifelongers here who become bitter that all their friends move back. And really, I feel like that puts a lot of gaijin on two paths. There are gaijin who live here, assimilate, but keep their own individuality and grow as a person and learn how to make a wonderful life here. I myself would have to say I'm one of those people because I love my life here. I love all my friends back in the States, and I don't think I'll ever move here because I'm so satisfied. Then there's some people who do stay here but become bitter. There's usually different reasons for this, and I don't want to try and stereotype or coin any certain reason or generalize. Some people start a family here and cannot move because they don't want to lose their family, and that is understandable. But at the same time, they find themselves trapped in an English teaching job, and they never have a chance to pursue anything else. And that could be of their own fault, or they could also just be that there isn't a lot of opportunity for them. And they become bitter because of this. And that is something you need to really consider. If your environment is making yourself bitter, if it's making you a worse person, is that really the environment for you? I myself don't see that happening. I myself have found, if anything, Japan has made me a calmer person and a more patient person. And that's one thing I think everybody should consider when they come out here. Try to really notice how your personality is evolving, how your attitude is evolving with Japan. If you see things going down a bright path, then perhaps you have found your place here living in Japan. But if not, maybe you should question if you should live here or not. Maybe it's not the best place for you. It's not the best country for everybody, okay? And maybe it's another foreign country that's perfect for you. I'm not saying that you have to go back to America. Maybe Korea is your thing. You know, look into it. The biggest thing I'm trying to get to here is that I myself find that living in Japan has helped me become a happier, more complete, well-rounded person who started a career and a life that they really enjoy. I'm not saying everybody will find that here. And if you don't, you shouldn't feel bad that you want to move back. I've seen many people do it. I still keep in contact with them. We're still friends. I'm happy for them. You need to figure out, once you get here, which gaijin you're going to be. I'm Unrested. This is JFAQ. I'll see you next time.